This is the story of a promise made on the biggest stage in wrestling history, and what happened just 2 weeks later. Roman Reigns won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42, looked into the camera, and told the entire WWE universe the part-time era was finished. And then, WWE quietly removed him from every single June episode of Monday Night Raw. No explanation, no announcement, just gone. Section 1. The Promise. April 19, 2026. Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. Night 2 of WrestleMania 42, and Roman Reigns pins CM Punk in the main event to claim the World Heavyweight Championship, his 7th world title in WWE, and his 11th WrestleMania main event appearance, which makes him the most decorated headliner in the history of that event. The crowd erupts, but mixed into those cheers are chants. Part-timer, part-timer. WWE fans have been here before, and they remember. Reigns shifted to a reduced schedule in early 2022, working select dates while carrying the company's top championship. By 2024, that scaled-back approach meant he stepped into a ring just 6 times across the entire year. So when he stands there holding that belt, some of those fans aren't buying the celebration. Reigns hears every word, and in a post-show interview with Corey Graves, he fires back directly. His words? "I'm gonna take y'all to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. All this part-time crap, we're gonna fix that. Y'all better make some room because y'all gonna see my ass all summer." That's not a carefully worded statement from a PR team. That's a personal, direct challenge to every fan who ever chanted part-timer at him. And what made it land even harder was the timing. Reigns had signed a brand new 3-year deal with WWE during that same WrestleMania weekend, replacing a previous contract that was reportedly days from expiring. More dates were reportedly included in the new arrangement than the old one. The future looked set, the contract was signed, and the promise was on record. Section 2. The advertising. WWE didn't just take Reigns at his word, they published it. 8 consecutive Raw appearances following WrestleMania 42 went live on WWE.com, listing Reigns for every single one, which is the kind of official commitment that tells fans this is real and the company stands behind it. May 4th in Omaha, May 11th in Knoxville, May 18th in Greensboro, May 25th in Columbus, and then the June run. Turn on the 1st, Paris on the 8th, Baltimore on the 15th, London on the 22nd. 8 straight weeks. Champion present, feuds building, story moving forward. Reigns followed through on the May side of things too. The April 20th Raw in Las Vegas brought a Usos reunion, with the family raising ones to the sky to mark what Reigns called a new era, and that's when Jacob Fatu interrupted and demanded a shot at the title. On April 27th in Laredo, Texas, Fatu attacked Reigns with the Tongan death grip and made his intentions clear. He needed that championship. Reigns accepted. The Backlash match was set for May 9th in Tampa, Florida, and every indication pointed to a champion who was present, active, and building momentum week by week. Section 3. The removal. Just over 2 weeks after that WrestleMania promise, something changed quietly and without warning. WWE updated the official listings, and fans checking the June promotional material found Roman Reigns completely absent. Not from one date, not from a couple, but from all 4 June episodes of Monday Night Raw. The updated June promotional graphic on WWE's website no longer showed his face. Turin, Paris, Baltimore, London. Every listing scrapped clean, with no statement from WWE, no explanation from Reigns or anyone around him, and no injury report attached. 3 of those 4 removed dates sit overseas, which has led some observers to suggest that the European tour's travel demands might factor into the decision, since Turin, Paris, and London form a demanding international stretch with only Baltimore sandwiched between them. That's a reasonable line of thinking, but here's the thing, WWE confirmed none of it. The company has offered zero explanation for the change, and what the record shows is this. Reigns personally promised an all-summer presence. WWE backed that promise by advertising him for 8 straight Raws, and now 4 of those 8 shows no longer carry his name. That's every June date, removed without comment. Section 4. The history and why it matters. Understanding why this removal hit differently requires looking at the years leading up to it, because the pattern here isn't new. That 2022 contract extension granted Reigns a reduced live date schedule in exchange for higher compensation, which reflected his standing as WWE's top draw and the centerpiece of their programming. The 1,316 days he carried the undisputed WWE Championship came to an end when Cody Rhodes pinned him at WrestleMania 40 in April 2024, and after that Reigns went largely off television before returning at SummerSlam 2024 to cause Solo Sikoa at the WWE title, and incite the Bloodline Civil War storyline that consumed the rest of that year. Through all of it, the part-timer label followed him. Cody Rhodes referenced it during the WrestleMania 40 build. Reigns himself pushed back on it ahead of WrestleMania 41, calling himself a full-time cash cow rather than a part-timer. And heading into WrestleMania 42, the question of whether a Reigns title win would result in a present fighting champion or another run of selective appearances sat at the center of fan discussion. His post-show statement was billed to close that debate permanently, and the new 3-year contract seemed to confirm WWE wanted the same thing. None of that matters in the abstract, because Reigns himself raised the bar with his own words. When the promise comes from the champion directly, a quiet scheduling removal lands as a broken commitment rather than a routine business update. Section 5. Where things stand now. Right now, Reigns remains advertised for all May Raw episodes and prepares to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu at Backlash on May 9th in Tampa, Florida. A first-ever singles match between 2 members of the same family with a complicated shared history.
Fatu's argument heading into the match centers on a simple claim, that Reigns never did anything for him, that Solo Sikoa was the one who brought him to WWE, and that the title is something he needs rather than wants. Reigns, for his part, has framed the match as an opportunity for Fatu to either unite the family or divide it, and the Bloodline's future hangs in the background of every exchange between them. Beyond Backlash, those 4 removed June Raw dates lead directly into Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia on June 27th, and SummerSlam follows on August 1st and 2nd in Minneapolis, the very event Reigns gestured toward when he said fans would see him all summer. That's the target on the calendar that matters now, because if Reigns is active and present by the time SummerSlam arrives, the summer promise holds. If June turns into a longer absence, this story becomes the latest entry in a years-long debate about what Roman Reigns' schedule actually means for the shows built around him.